Hi, I am Maya, and this is my experience of death in the White City. One day, I woke up at 7:12 a.m. to the sound of my alarm. Same irritating ringtone, same ceiling fan humming above me, same distant traffic outside my apartment window. Everything felt normal. Actually, too normal. I stretched my arm across the bed, grabbed my phone, and silenced the alarm. Monday. Great. I sat up slowly, rubbing my eyes. My apartment in downtown Orion City overlooked hundreds of skyscrapers. 32 floors up, the city usually looked alive before sunrise. Cars crawling like ants, people rushing below, giant digital billboards flickering endlessly. But that morning, something felt wrong. I walked toward the window and froze. Every building outside was white. Not painted white, I mean completely white. The skyscrapers, the roads, the trees, the cars, all of it looked drained of color, like someone had erased the entire world and replaced it with blank paper. I frowned. What the hell? But then I heard it. Car horns, engines, people talking, a helicopter overhead. The city sounded alive. Yet there was nobody there. No moving cars, no pedestrians, no birds, nothing. Just empty streets. My stomach tightened. I opened the window. A cold wind hit my face. The sounds became louder instantly. A woman laughing somewhere below, footsteps crossing a road, distant sirens, a bus stopping. But when I looked down, the streets were empty. Completely empty. I slammed the window shut. Silence. My heartbeat started racing. Okay, Maya. Maybe you're dreaming. Yeah, maybe it's a dream. I said it out loud just to hear another human voice. But even my own voice sounded wrong. Like the room swallowed parts of it. I rushed to the bathroom and splashed water on my face. The mirror stopped me cold. The reflection stared back half a second too late. Just a tiny delay. Just half a second. But enough. Enough to make my blood turn to ice. I stumbled backward. Nope. This cannot happen. What is this? I grabbed my phone. No signal. Wi-Fi dead. Every app frozen. The clock on my phone read 7:12. Still. Not moving. I looked at the microwave clock. 7:12. The wall clock. 7:12. The second hand twitched violently but never moved forward. That's when I realized time wasn't passing. Or maybe I wasn't? I don't know. I left the apartment 20 minutes later. Or what felt like 20 minutes. The halfway outside was endless white. Completely just white. Every apartment door stood open. Empty inside. No furniture, no people, no signs anyone had ever lived there. But the sounds continue. TVs were playing, couples arguing, a baby crying somewhere nearby. I ran floor to floor searching for someone, anyone, just one human. But I found nothing, no one. When I reached the lobby, I almost screamed. A shadow moved across the reception desk. I spun around, but nobody. But I heard breathing right behind me. Slow, wet. I turned again, but still nothing. No one. The automatic doors slid open by themselves. Outside, Orion City stretched endlessly beneath pale white skies. The buildings towards towered over me like giant tombstones. I started walking and then running. I screamed for help. Someone, please, can anyone listen to me? My voice echoed through empty streets. Somewhere nearby, I heard hundreds of footsteps running too, matching my pace, but there was nobody there. I stopped. The footsteps continued for 3 more seconds, or something that felt like 3 more seconds, then stopped too. My chest tightened. Something was following me, something invisible. Hours passed, or maybe minutes? I don't know. I cannot tell time now. Time made no sense anymore. The city never changed. No sunrise, no sunset, just endless white light. I wandered through giant intersections surrounded by skyscrapers so tall they vanished into white fog above. Every billboard displayed blank white screens. Every store empty except the mannequins. I noticed them standing inside a clothing store, all facing me, motionless. Their smooth white faces reflected the empty street behind me. I backed away slowly. Then one of them tilted its head. Oh my god, I ran. The sounds followed me everywhere. Subway announcements, elevator dings, music from unseen cafes, an entire invisible civilization living just beside me. And then I heard my own voice. Somewhere nearby, crying, "Please, help me! Someone help me!" I just froze. It came from inside an underground subway station, and that was my own voice. The entrance yawned upon like a black mouth beneath the white city. Every instinct screamed not to go down there. But it was my voice. How can I ignore that? I needed help. I have to go. I descended slowly. The deeper I went, the darker it became. The white walls slowly turned grey, then black. The sounds above faded away, until only one remained. Breathing. Heavy, very heavy breathing. At the bottom platform, an old subway train waited in the darkness. Its doors were open. Inside, all the seats were occupied, not by people, but by shapes. Tall white figures sitting perfectly still, featureless, just watching me. I couldn't move. One of them slowly stood. I froze. Its limbs bent the wrong way. Its head twitched violently. And then all the figures turned towards me. I ran upstairs so fast I nearly broke my legs. I was running for my life. Behind me, dozens of footsteps exploded through the station. Not invisible anymore. Real. I could see them. They were shapes. I reached the street, gasping for air, and stopped. The city had changed. The skyscrapers were closer now, much closer, as if the buildings had moved inward while I was underground. The streets narrowed. The white towers leaned toward me like they were watching. And then I finally saw someone. A man standing across the street, facing away from me. I screamed in relief. I thought I saw another human. "Hey!" I screamed, "Hey!" trying to call the other person. He didn't move. I ran toward him. "Please, what is happening? Do you know something? Can you please tell me what is this?" Slowly, he turned around, and I saw my own face. Not similar, exactly mine. Same eyes, same scar near the chin, but pale white, empty, smiling too wide. It was so heart-numbing. "You shouldn't be here yet," she whispered. Then her jaw split open vertically. I stumbled backwards, screaming. I almost fell to the ground. Suddenly, thousands of whispers erupted around me. Every building, every street, every window whispering my name. "Maya! Maya! Maya!" The white version of me pointed upward. I looked up and finally saw the sky. It wasn't a sky, it was a ceiling, cracked, gigantic, like the entire city existed inside a massive room. My legs nearly gave out. No, 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 this cannot be true, no. The city wasn't real. The buildings weren't real. The sounds, the people, none of it was. The white version of me stepped closer. You kept refusing to wake up. I said, what? What did you say? You died, Maya. My body went cold. No, I didn't die. What are you saying? You died 3 months ago. Suddenly, flashes exploded through my mind. Rain, headlights, screaming brakes, glass, blood. My car wrapped around a highway divider. I remembered. Oh God, I remembered everything. No! Tears poured down my face. This place is where broken minds go when they refuse death, she said softly. The city trembled violently. Cracks spread across building. The white paint peeled away like skin. Underneath, there was flesh, pulsating, breathing like a heartbeat. The skyscrapers were alive. The roads moved like veins beneath my feet. And all around me, thousands of human shapes emerged from the white walls. Trapped faces, screaming silently. The invisible people, the sounds I kept hearing, they were dead too. I backed away shaking. I couldn't accept what I saw. I want to leave. I really, really want to leave. You can't. The city groaned. The ceiling above cracked wider. Something enormous moved beyond it. Something looking down at us. A giant eye opened in the darkness above the fake sky. Watching, waiting, the white version of me smiled. This isn't the afterlife. My heart stopped. It's what comes before. Suddenly, every trapped face screamed at once. The sound shattered the city. Buildings collapsed inward. The ground split open beneath me, and as I fell into the darkness below, I woke up, gasping for air, like what the hell happened? Back in my apartment, morning sunlight poured through the window. Colors had returned. Cars moved outside. People walked below. Everything normal again. I sobbed and I sobbed in relief. Just a nightmare. Just a horrible nightmare. There was a sigh of relief, but then my phone vibrated. Unknown number. A text message appeared. Wake up for real this time. And underneath it, a photo taken from outside my apartment window, 32 floors up, showing me staring at my phone from behind. And in the reflection of the glass, the entire city was white again. I froze. What? Wasn't it a nightmare? Who knows? It's a mystery that no one knows. Like, share, subscribe for more thrilling stories.